Hey everybody, it's been a long time, probably like 5 months, but I'm back. Welcome to Draft Picks. I'm at final draft right now, just got done working a little bit. But this is a perfect time to just talk about some of the local beers. We have Revision's Lager. We have we have Pigeon Head's Black Lager. We have Shoe Tree's Guava Pale Ale, and then we have Imbibe Snowflower. So a little variety. But these are all great summer beers. They're all clocking under 6%. So great thing to have, especially as these days get a little bit warmer. But let's go ahead and get started. It's been a long time, so I've only been buying local craft beers, so try to support them. They're all open right now, but for how long, who knows? So keep on supporting them. But as you can tell, this thing is clear. This is like your ideal lager look. So Revision started making lagers, I think this year, and they're good, clean, crisp, clear. If you're one of those craft beer people, they call them crispy boys, but call them whatever you want. You could call them delicious. Okay, so this is a great example of a lager. It's nice, light, and clean. Makes you want to drink more and more. It's refreshing. So, like I said, it's the Revision's Lager. You can find it at the stores in 6-packs, I believe. Or you can go to the spot or any of your local tap rooms because they probably have it right now. Summertime is perfect. So this is Pigeon Head's Black Lager. Maybe it might be been called Swartz beer before, but all this is a dark lager, so it's gonna have some roast notes, but it's still gonna be light and crisp and clean and good on your palate. So it's clear-ish. I mean, it's dark, but it's clear. You can see some light going through it. And you get that nice roast note, like imagine maybe like a porter, but the body is so much lighter, so much cleaner. You get a little bit of sweetness from it. Maybe a little stone fruit, but you get that nice, simple roast character from it. I'm not talking about like a dark roast like coffee or anything or chocolate. I'm talking about just like toasted barley. And it's one of my favorites from Pigeon Head because I don't see dark lagers or black lagers or whatever you want to call them. I don't see them anywhere. They're a little bit more uncommon, but they're delicious. So now we're gonna go over to look at what Carson City, the Shoe Tree Brewing Company, is putting out. This is their Guava Pale Ale. I don't know if it actually has guava in it, but I'm guessing the hop characters are gonna play in that role. And this is 5.5%. You get a nice little fruitiness to it, more a tropical fruit note. It's a pale ale, so it's gonna have like a little bit of body to it. It's gonna have a hop character to it, but this one's not very bitter or anything. But it is super fruity. If you're into home brewing, I don't know what yeast to use, but this reminds you of the Kvik yeast. It's a kind of this Norwegian style, Norwegian yeast that's really popular right now among brewers and home brewers. So I'd be curious if this has Kvik yeast in it, because there's so much of this fruity character that reminds me of that Kvik yeast. And it's super easy drinking. Great flavor, great summertime vibes from it. And the last one, the other local brewery up in, if you're not familiar, I live in Reno, so Reno, Nevada. But this is Imbibe's Snowflower. So I think this has been out for over a year. And this is a sour beer. If you don't know Imbibe's all about playing with those sour notes, trying to get different flavors from them. And if you don't know what Snowflower is, you're not gonna see one right now. But it's just this random flower that pops up once a year. Pops up, goes away. That's all you ever see of it. So, if you don't know sours, there's different types of sours. there's those kettle sours, there's barrel-aged sours, there's spontaneous, there's ones that have a little bit more that fit that Flemish style. If you don't know Flemish is kind of like acetal. If you don't know what acetal is, it has that little hint of a vinegar taste. I know a lot of people are turned off by that notion of having vinegar flavors in your beer, but try it out. It's something that you haven't done before. If you like something like balsamic, but it's always so thick and dense, then maybe you might like a Flemish style beer. Because it's gonna have a little sweetness, it's gonna have that tartness, it's gonna have some sour, it's gonna have some of that vinegar sour to it. So, in kind of like a brown Flemish, so it's gonna have a little bit more malt character to it. It's gonna have a little bit of that stone fruitiness to it. So I would imagine this is like having a plum with a lot of that skin, a little seal to it, and some sweetness and a little malt richness to it. And that's what I really like about Flemish style beers. And this is a great example, or maybe it's not the Flemish, but it's something I it reminds me of Flemish. And it's a very different style of beer. It's not for everybody, but it's a fun thing to try out and drink. That's the fun thing about craft beer. It's always changing. You go to the same brewery maybe every month and you're gonna find 5 different new beers that they haven't ever brewed before. And that's a great thing. It's always evolving. So, these are all local beers. You get them at Final Draft. You can probably find them at the Huntsman, at Pinion, at $3.95, Mellow Fellow. You can find them at all these different places. And definitely support those local small watering holes, because you know, they're family owned. They treat their workers like family. So come in, grab a beer, enjoy some time outside your house, especially as this weather's warming up. Go for a walk to that local watering hole and grab some beers. And it's the time of those light lagers and stuff like that, IPAs. So get them while they're fresh, get them while it's hot, and enjoy your summertime. Because I know I am. If you're into home brewing, check out Brew Chatter, Reno Homebrewer. Check out some of the local homebrew clubs if you're interested. I'm part of a High Desert Brigade. We always try to have fun, try to make some beers and share and talk. And we're not super serious, which is kind of nice because I'm not a serious home brewer. I like to do some fun stuff. Yeah, the weirdest thing I've made recently is a Gatorade Goes. So definitely try out some new hobbies during this quarantine time. Check out Brew Chatter because they are putting out videos. They have live Q&A, and they just redid their shop. I've only really bought my supplies there, and they've always been helpful in like grain and talk to me, and I always have some of those off the wall ingredients, and they always kind of like guide me into the direction of how to use it. So check them out, do some hobbies, use this time wisely, drink some beer, relax. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time, and have a good one. Bye-bye.